Hi everyone, this video is an exercise 14b question 3, and in this video I'm going to do parts A and B. So in part A, we want to sketch the graph of y is equal to e to the x plus 1. And as always, whenever we have exponential functions, we can simply first remember the general curve, basically that in general, how does it look like. So in general, we have things like this form. Now, in this case, to be more specific, so we always start by finding the y-intercept. So we set x equal to 0, which gives us basically, and we have e to the power of 1. Now, e to the power of 1, remember that e is roughly equal to 2.7 to 1 decimal place. So that's the y-intercept here. The y-intercept, if here is 2, then that's slightly above that. So let's say it's here, and that's 2.7. And basically that's it really, because other than that, as we said, the graph looks like um, this form. So I think it's a bit too high. Let me adjust that a little more. So let's say here is 2.7, and we get this. Yeah. Now it approaches the x-axis here, but it doesn't intercept that, because here the x-axis is actually the asymptote. Now, in part B, so we have y is equal to 4e to the power minus 2x. So this is very similar. So again, we set x equal to 0, and that just gives us 4. So 4 is going to be the x-intercept in this case. Let's say, so we need the graph. So let's say here is 4. And the next thing here to notice is that when the y-intercept in this case is equal to 4, the asymptote still is just the x-axis, right? But also one more thing to note is that we have e to the power minus 2x. So this minus 2 is basically the scale factor of a stretch with basically a scale factor of minus a half. So two things happen. The first thing is that since scale factor is just 2, if we just look at its magnitude without the sign first, remember that if we have 2x, that's a transformation in the x-axis with a scale factor of a half, basically. So every x coordinate is going to be half, or in other words, it's just like a squash, if you just squash the exponential graph. And also the second thing is that we have minus, so that's also a reflection in the y-axis at the same time. So instead of having this orientation, it's just going to be the opposite to that. So overall, we get this graph. And again, it doesn't really touches the x-axis, but should approach that. So something like this. Let's try again. Actually, it's not the best. So yeah, roughly like this. And basically the graph is meant to be kind of a squashing compared to just the usual when the coefficient of x is just +1.